Minecraft biomes are the name that we assign to an area that has a specific type of world generation. And that world generation will include the trees, the grass, the plants, and even sometimes the mobs that will spawn in those areas. So finding super rare biomes can be really fun to sort of explore and just get to know Minecraft a little bit better, but also if you're planning on setting up a base, but you want your base to be really, really unique, maybe you should set it up in or around some of these super rare biomes. So I've come up with a list of what I believe to be the rarest biomes in Minecraft, so let's jump in. So here we are inside of Minecraft, and this is our first biome that we're gonna be looking at. Now, I'm gonna try to roughly put these in a list from least rare to rarest, but there is no definitive list on exactly what the rarest biome is. I haven't seen anything like definitively like this biome spawns exactly 0.001% of the time. So I'm gonna do it based off my opinion and how long it took me to find some of these biomes. So the first one that we're starting off with is Sunflower Plains. So this is just like normal plains, except that there are like so many sunflowers inside of these plains. What's interesting about sunflowers is they always faced east. So the sun is rising in the east and the sunflowers are facing that direction. Also, sunflowers are really nice because if you take some bone meal and you hit the flower with it, it will give you another flower. So basically, whoa, hello, you're in my way. Basically, the bone meal is a 1-to-1 for this type of flower, and that means that you get yellow dye from it as well. So this is really useful if you plan on making anything with yellow dye, is to go find some sunflowers, at least one, because with even just one bone meal, you can then have two and whatnot, and you get 2 yellow dye from each flower. So it's really, really powerful in order to get yellow dye. I have seen these in my own gameplay where I just ran across a sunflower plains just naturally. Next up on the list, I bet a lot of people expected this to be on this list, and that is Ice Plains Spikes. So ice spikes, basically. This is a pretty cool thing because we are right here at 0, 0. Boop. There we go. This is where 0, 0 is, and this is where all of the ice spikes are. So let's see the seed, and there it is for you. So this is a really awesome area that has these crazy spikes all around the ice. This is also interesting because there is a savanna right there, which is a hot biome right next to a cold biome. That's very, very interesting. I like these ice spikes not only because they add a very different sort of view to Minecraft. This is such a different look and feel than the normal plains and hills and whatnot. But the other reason why I really like it is because packed ice. Packed ice is super useful in making long tunnels in the nether, and ice can be a pain to harvest. You need to either find an ice plains spikes, or you need to go out and find some icebergs. Icebergs in recent years have probably been easier to find than these ice spikes. Packed ice is nice, that rhymes, because it takes 9 ice in order to make 1 packed ice. So you come over here, you take ice, you put it in your crafting table, and then you'll only get, 64, because I had the whole thing filled up. So packed ice is way harder to get than just normal ice. And so the fact that all of these are made out of packed ice is really nice. That rhymes. Now there is one more step when it comes to the ice, and that is blue ice. Blue ice can be harvested from icebergs. There's another reason why icebergs may be the better option to harvest your ice. But once again, you need another 9 in order to make the blue ice. So here's how the math checks out. In order to get 1 piece of blue ice, you need 9 packed ice. In order to get the 9 packed ice, you need over a stack of other ice. So you need, I think that math works out to 80 something. 81 pieces of ice. So you can see why harvesting packed ice is going to be useful for you instead of just getting normal ice, turning it into packed ice, turning that into blue ice. Packed ice is a much more efficient thing to harvest. This next biome is one that is so rare that I don't think I have ever run into it. Now, this looks like just a normal birch forest, but you'll notice some of these trees are a little bit absurd in how tall they are. So this biome is actually a tall birch forest, which I don't think I've ever naturally run into. So you can see they're almost as tall as spruce trees, many of these birch trees. This would be a great thing to run into if you were in a normal world, because birch can sometimes be a pain to harvest because they're so short. So running into a tall birch forest may be nice, although many of these you'd have to jump up or create some scaffolding to get up to the top. Here is the seed for this area, and once again, we're really close to 0, 0. All of these seeds that I have found, these are seeds that I have personally found for this video, so I don't think that they're anywhere else out there on the internet, and they're all within around 50 blocks of the spawn, except for some of the rare ones that we're going to get to near the end of the video. So this tall birch forest is adorable and awesome, and I didn't even know that this was like a biome that this is like new to me, basically. Here is another biome that I'm pretty certain that many of you, when you saw the title and description and thumbnail, you expected to see in this video. This is the Mushroom Island biome. Here is what it looks like. Mushroom Fields when it is in the F3 menu. And I think if I get down here, it may change to like, there's like Mushroom Shore and that sort of stuff. So this is also known as the Mycelium Island, because all of this is called mycelium that I'm walking along. And here, naturally, mushrooms will naturally spawn. So naturally spawning mushrooms are pretty cool and really, really rare. So if you get one of these and bring them back to your base, I would suggest boats to do that. Then you're like an awesome pro Minecraft person, and you'll impress the entire server that you're on with your amazing mushroom finding abilities. These are, like I mentioned, extremely rare. When you look at a overview map of many of the servers that you're on, or really any of that sort of stuff, amidst will create an overview map of your entire world. These biomes are really, really hard to find. They're tiny. So this is the entire biome right here. Normally they're very, very small. I've seen a few large ones, but this is a normal sized biome here. They tend to always be some type of island. Sometimes they are attached, but they tend to be an island, and they are just really, really rare to find. So this is definitely a contender in our super rare biomes. Now we are getting into the rarest of the rare biomes. I know this for a fact because I have a program that will search. I've actually done a video on this in the past, that will search through thousands and thousands of seeds in order to find a biome that you want in a specific area. And my program had to search, and let me just look through this. It had to search through, looks like 1,800 seeds, and then another 2,839 seeds before it was able to find this biome. And I had upped, remember earlier I said within a 50 by 50 of world spawn. Well, this isn't, because I had to make that a much wider area for it to search. So here are the coordinates: 420, negative 293, the seed. And this is, if you didn't already see, Modified Jungle Edge, or Jungle Edge M. That is the other name for this biome. Basically, this is a jungle biome plus a oak biome combined, and they had a baby, and it's on the edge of a jungle. This is an incredibly weird biome because you will get these, normal melons along with some trees that look like oak trees, and they have oak leaves, but then you'll also get trees that look like oak leaves, that look like oak trees, but they have jungle leaves and they're jungle trees. It is a real, there's ferns, which aren't normally in a plains or oak forest type situation, and everything is super duper green, just like you would have in a jungle. This is a very, very, very weird biome. It's like it has everything from one biome combined into another biome, and it's really, really weird and really, really rare. You can see the color difference right here between the two grasses. You got that super lime green grass, and you have your normal sort of muted grass over there. So this is a very vibrant area. This would be so fun to build a base in. Oh my gosh, it would be super awesome to build a base in a jungle edge M biome. And our final biome on our super rare biomes list. Now, you may be saying Mesa. Mesa is the rarest biome, Chad. Well, actually, this is a subsection of the Mesa biome. So when you have a Mesa biome, you have sort of these nice plateaus on the top. So you can have a Mesa biome plateau. This happens to be a wooded, oh, by the way, Mesa is, the new name is Badlands. Forgot to mention that. Is a wooded Badlands plateau, but the rarest version of all of these is actually the modified wooded Badlands plateau. And so here we have it. You could just see it right there. Modified wooded Badlands plateau in the F3 menu. Here is the seed for this. There we go. And then the location is -65, -352 in order to get to this area. Now, it doesn't really look all that interesting. I'll be honest. This isn't like a biome that you're like, oh my gosh, I have to get there because this is like the craziest. Like, to be honest, the last biome that we just looked at, to me, is a more like lucrative biome, like a cooler biome to set up a base or to really find and show off to your friends. But this biome is incredibly, incredibly rare. I had a very difficult time finding it. This is probably the most difficult. I don't know if I just got unlucky or if it really is the rarest biome, but here we are standing in modified wooded Badlands plateau. Man, say that 5 times fast. That is difficult. We found it and super difficult to find. So other than that, it really just looks like a Badlands biome or a Mesa biome if you haven't changed your name to Badlands yet. So I am happy that we found all of our super duper rare biomes. And there you have it. It took a little while to find all of these biomes myself, so I hope that you really, really, really enjoyed. It's really, you know, as you would imagine, it's difficult to find the rarest biomes because they're rare. You know, it's just like in the name. So it took a while for me to find all of these biomes for you guys to enjoy in the video. So I really, really, really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give me a big ol' thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe for future videos, tips, tricks, tutorials, and spotlights here on OMG Craft. And also, if you think that I forgot a biome, let me know in the comments down below. See you next time. Bye!